Here, Caragor, why don't you try that little number you've been working on, you know?
I stop and I see you sleighing on the shore. I try to pass a will save, my mind wants to explore. The musky carving scent of you picks me up above. And lady, when I look at you, oh, I fall in love. Whoa, when you're angry, you're hell-bent. Whoa, I wanna take you with consent. Whoa, I want to be with a dark elf just like you. Whoa, me, you and your monkey. Whoa, we'll be a very happy three. Whoa, so just let me be with a dark elf, that's our love.
Shania, shine like a looking glass.
Whoa, mysterious drow, I want to get close to you.
So close to you now, baby.
Whoa, mysterious drow, move your weapons close to mine.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Mildew, mould and fungus has just poured out. You're the worst wizard in the world!
Don't try deflecting this, Fulton.
You're terrible.
I will just cast all of my magic missiles.
It's great to have the team back together again doing what they do best, isn't it?
What, clearing up your mess?
You find an opened letter. We are travelling back from Nex. I've been told that the box that I'm carrying is incredibly valuable, but I don't know what it contains. I'm more than a little curious.
The adventure continues now.
So we should probably go and sleep, right?
Do the claps.
Okay. I mean, I thought we were going to do a record.
As John was doing that. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Let's go. Let's go the other way this time from my screen. Okay. Drum. Would you like to give me 3 claps?
Hell yeah.
And James. And Dan. And Scott. And Ross. All
So
right.
we should probably go and sleep, shouldn't we?
Who said that?
Oh, I don't know. I just had this idea. It just sort of popped in
bastard.
I thought we were going to record an episode. Are we not recording an episode? Or are we
No,
going
let's
to
go
bed?
to sleep. Let's
Let's
just do
go
this.
to sleep.
This
Let's go to
episode
bed.
is just
But
going to be
look,
us sleeping.
we've got to clap 3 times. That's probably, that's what you need to do before sleeping.
So I've
Alright.
got my daddy milk.
Oh,
here, so,
daddy milk.
You know, yeah, ready for sleep.
That's not milk.
Can we have an advert for Daddy Milk? Can we do that?
Daddy milk, smooth, creamy, and tasteless. Daddy milk.
Kind of like this podcast.
Right, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll let you. If you're tired, James, give me 3 claps, and I'll let you have a sleep. Go on, give me 3 claps.
Are you going to cast sleep on me?
Yeah, give me 3 claps, and I'll let you have a sleep.
Oh, thanks.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast. Colin, roll the lobby music. Tricked you. We're in the episode.
Do you know what? I was really nervous about those claps because I was like, oh, Colin, it can't be too loud because no high fives on.
Feebling the fucking hand.
No, it's fine. You can clap all the way. Like that's a long time ago. We haven't high five for.
He's over that now, man.
If
He's
you're
done with
Colin
it.
and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap.
Although if James's audio track is now completely out of sync with everyone else's on this episode, then I hold my hands up to that. That's my.
So,
Isn't it time for a
Dangerlings, just in case you don't know, I know we've done this in an intro, but just to make sure, what we do is everyone claps 3 times so I can sync up all the audio because people send me the audio when we're recording on Zoom. The other day I was editing an episode and I couldn't work out why Scott was saying something different to everyone else. And I realised about 5 minutes after being really frustrated that I'd put last week's audio into this week's episode. Oh, so I just synced up the claps and it was the wrong one. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this happening?
Do you know what? As a special, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should just get someone's random track and put it on a different episode and then release it as like a ooh.
That would be amusing for like a minute, and then after a minute it would become so annoying.
Yeah.
It becomes so annoying.
It's just crap.
You could do a different track from each of us, like a different episode from each of us. Imagine.
Oh my god.
Exciting.
It is crap. It doesn't work.
All right.
Dragon's Den.
I tell you what would be funny, and I think only Colin's Den. Colin's Den.
Colin's Den.
Yes.
Welcome to Colin's Den.
Oh, I got my eels.
Eels and
cockles and eels and hip hop. The
cockles and eels and hip hop. Oh,
Isn't quiche amazing?
That was going to say.
Sorry, what was you going to say, Scott? I want to hear the end of this, Scott. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, I think only you'd be able to do this is if we recorded an episode and then you recorded another track over the top of it, which is just like a ghost voice going and mocking everything we said and did, and then make that a new episode. That would be a fun way of doing it. But I mean, that would take hours and hours. Well, an hour. It would take an hour.
A bit like a sort of director's commentary kind of vibe.
Yeah,
right?
director's commentary, but we can't hear the voice. The voice gets added on after we've done an episode.
Hi, welcome to Colin's Den. We're going to listen to 145, the episode Danger Club podcast. So I was, in my office recording this on the day, and, it was raining outside. I had a CBD beer and some quiche, and...
Scott just made a pun. It wasn't funny. Nobody laughed. That was
James keeps
We've collectively
clapping for some
agreed
reason.
that NPR is producing this talk along of the episode.
I sounded like a gag from a recent comedian's inside gig. That did.
And here we go. This is
I think
I've got coronavirus. Shut
This is
up.
Scott forgetting how to talk. Oh, classic for a podcast. Oh, classic Scott.
If it was me
Clutching at
doing
straws.
that thing, I'd just be like, every minute I'd be like, oh yeah, James did a joke, oh, pretty great. Oh, running for initiative, oh, clever, woo. That's what I do.
That's right. It's Ghost Scott.
Every time I start
Yeah.
listening to the
Asshole.
preamble at the start of the episode, there are bits in it, like these bits, where I'm just like, why did Colin never cut this? Like, it's just us talking bollocks. There's nothing about it. And then we get to later on in the episode, and there's like a pivotal plot point or a joke that relates to something from the preamble earlier on. And it made me realise these preambles are like our Council of Elrond on every episode. It's like, it's just the really long bit that you have to get through to understand everything that happens in the rest of the series.
Well, one does simply not just walk into an episode. I mean, it's just you've got to...
Nice.
You see, I'm more than just a pretty face. I do this, I round these things off, There's layers to this stuff.
Are we still in
man.
Colin's Den?
Yeah.
Sorry, Cole. You do a great job.
Fuck you.
I'm getting cut now. I'm getting cut for the whole episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I'm just going to add Scott over the top going...
Soundboard.
To be fair, you'd be about 40 minutes in before anyone realised. It would just be,
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Do you want
I
to?
love you, man.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings, do you want to know my favourite Lord of the Rings fact that I learned this week?
Go on then, Dan.
In the entirety of the Lord of the Rings movie trilogy, Frodo Baggins never once speaks to Legolas.
Really?
He does not have a single line addressed to Legolas. Like, he'll talk to the group, but he never, the two of them have no dialogue together.
So you saying on the podcast track of Lord of the Rings, Frodo just doesn't hear Legolas? He's
muted to him. That or he's a huge racist because of Bilbo's experience with the elves. I think there's a whole underlying...
I think he just doesn't like Orlando Bloom.
Yeah. Maybe it's just that the elf is so flat that Frodo as someone who's full of character just can't hear that person. They're just like white noise.
Hobbits can't. They don't have the ear capacity to hear the frequency emitted by elves. They're invisible on a sonar scale to hobbits.
They see them just mouthing stuff at them. Like, don't know what he's saying.
Don't know what those guys say. No idea.
Maybe the backstory is that...
surely we could have got a better actor, Sam.
Even in the last bit, Even in the last bit when they're all coming into his room and it's like the slow-mo soft focus thing and everyone's coming in, he's like, Sam, Merry, Pippin, Gimli. Legolas walks in, he just smiles. He doesn't say his name.
Maybe because like Frodo
he's freezing him out. He's freezing him out, man.
And
he doesn't like him.
I think
maybe
the
they had a
backstory is
thing.
Like, can you imagine? Because he always wanted to meet the elves, and then he's so crushingly disappointed by meeting Legolas. It just kills any liking he has of elves. It's just like, nah, man, who's this?
We can slag off Orlando Bloom all we like, but remember, Orlando Bloom once punched Justin Bieber.
True.
Is that right?
He did.
Yeah, they were in.
Is it too late now to say sorry?
Yeah, they're in Ibiza. They had a fight over a girl. I can't remember who it was. That girl might have even been a bit famous too. I can't remember. But yeah, they were a bit pissed in a club in Ibiza, and Justin Bieber was a bit of a dick to him. So Orlando Bloom lamped him.
out of the two fairy queen lovelies that they are, I would have betted on Orlando Bloom to actually be the one that threw the punch, man.
I mean, he was the Calcium Kid back in the day. Do you remember that?
He was Calcium Kid. He's done quite a lot of action films, isn't he, as well? Yeah. You know, I reckon he's got it. But Justin Bieber's probably got that sort of like Gen Z, like skag heads, you know, sort of power.
Well, speaking of action heroes, random acts of violence, and crushing disappointments, the Danger Club podcast defeated the slime.
We gave you absolute arsenal to use there against us every time.
I've got to say,
line them up.
Not that this makes what Fulton did any better, but I really enjoyed that fight. That was great. Burning the blocks.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? A lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was
because we
rolled very well.
We had the advantage of the terrain. We set with the bottleneck early doors, and they just kept coming to us one by one. We're fighting a deeply unintelligent enemy, guys. It was like, you know, not to take the sting out of it a little bit, but they didn't have brains. Like,
would they be considered undeads?
No,
they're not. Okay,
because I think you've got to be alive to be dead, and they're not. They're basically not even alive. They're just
okay.
Not even
well, I'm just wondering.
It's a virus.
I'm still a novice, really. So I'm just.
Oh my god!
Episode 145 now.
Yeah, let's just. I was doing this in my head.
You got like,
I was just doing this in my head the other day. I was thinking about Colin. And I was trying to remember just how many years you have actually been playing. So let's from your first Pathfinder game, Colin. How many years has it been?
It's only been like 6 months. So
only been 6 months.
Oh gosh, it's 3 years old. 6 months. Who's been stepping in before? Was it a shape changer? Was it someone else? Was it Orlando Bloom? Is that we just can't remember because we're all doing
just
a Frodo
mask off on Zoom here. That'd be amazing. It's my greatest role yet.
That's how he gets on everyone's podcast.
Yeah.
Dressing up
no,
as
Colin. It's been like 4 years because I'd only been playing for a handful of games before we started doing the Danger Club podcast.
You are now intermediate level.
I know. I was being silly.
You get sent back a class in Pathfinder like Donnie Darko did, or like Naruto did. Was be held back for being like talented but not, you know, not academically forward enough. Is that a thing in Pathfinder?
No, he can't get sent back a class because he's already the worst class. Bard.
Whoa, man!
Wow!
Hang on, you said that about his last class before you killed him.
Fuck up, Dan.
We're not in
God, the claws are out tonight. Jeez.
Because it's so late. I've been fighting with swords all day. I'm exhausted. So, you have defeated. It was a good fight. Like, bear in mind, I was shuffling around the Roll20 in the background while you were making up your plan of what you were going to do. And at one point, there was a version of that fight laid out for if Shania had climbed on the roof and immediately fallen through the roof and was just surrounded by them, which might have been a slightly harder one.
Still think it was a good plan.
Who was this letter from? Just remind us again for the links back home, and not me. I don't need to know, but I just, you know.
What's what from?
The note that we found.
The note. Oh right.
Oh, it's from. It's to
Jesus.
Siddiqui?
I was being well gaslit there.
From
when you went what? I was like, oh my god, did I just make this up?
Matala.
Well, it was M. But I'm assuming it's Matala.
That's the lady from the caravan, isn't it?
Or A letter from the grave from MZ.
That was my first thought.
Or a letter from the head of MI6.
Judi Dench.
That's more likely because she said little sister. So
it's Judi Dench. Yeah. Are we going to have a guest appearance by Judi Dench?
Isn't that Tinker Tailor? It's not John Le Carre who calls. What is the familial name they have for M?
The circus. Oh gosh, I can't remember.
No, they call her Mother or something.
I think so. Yeah, or in the John Le Carre
Mother.
novels, yeah.
No.
Anyway.
So it could be that. It could be. You could either be in a John Le Carre novel, a sort of late 2000s James Bond movie, or it's the return of MZ, except he's changed gender and spelled his name differently. All things are possible.
Yeah.
Cool.
What was that dice roll for? Who threw that dice?
It was just.
Who did that?
Well, listen, I play with my dice all the time. Okay, it helps me think. Like they're like fidget boxes. They feel nice, they're smooth, and metal level up dice. I've got mine. Where's yours, James?
Playing with your dice is why you got held back in here.
Caragor just snap a shot off into a cat as it goes past, and you see a little experience points tick just go above his head.
Yeah, but I do it from the classroom.
To be fair, I do roll my dice as well, but I've got a nice felt lined dice tray that Candice bought me once.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, I've got a dice tray. Oh, my friend bought me a dice tray, friend.
Welcome to Scott's Den.
Candice. Oh, Candice. Dice friend.
Get the point that she bought me one and not you one. Oh.
I'm just saying, if you're going to roll your dice, don't make a fucking noise, please.
Point of us rolling dice on the podcast, though, we do make noise. We had a meeting about it.
We did, Dangerlings. These are the things we have meetings about.
Yeah, it's very important.
We should make noise with our dice. And, didn't we berate you, James, last time for not making noise with your dice?
I can make noise with my dice
if you want, guys.
But, yeah.
Honestly,
there's a time for dice rolling, isn't there? Yeah.
I don't know how to put the ball any more in your court right now, Danger Club. You have a letter with a load of information on it to add to your list of clues, which you are currently staring at. What would you like to do with this?
Can you message this guy?
Message this guy,
James. Yeah, the guy, the Batsulan guy. I know he said that, I'll do it in the morning, but why don't you just wake him up with message?
I can put a message in his dream. I literally can. I've got a spell for
message
that.
dream.
Could you tell him not to be such a dick? Because is that right?
Okay.
Message, he'll be out of range for message, and I don't want to message him.
Fair.
I mean, I'm not sure he's got anything to offer us, has he?
We should tell him.
Do you want to talk to Batsalan so much?
We should tell him that his fungus followers are gone.
Yeah, and then he might pay us more for ridding his factory of.
He's not paying us.
He hasn't paid us, and this isn't a factory.
No, he's not paid us.
What are you talking about?
We need to speak to.
But I'm saying that he was like, you can go here, and there's some sick people in here.
Yeah.
And then we can just tell him, hey, we got rid of the sick people, and we got rid of the sickness inside this room. Give us some fucking extra
Okay, so
cashola.
First off, we tried to do a bit of an arc lately. We tried to behave a little bit more like decent people and nice heroes. Second of all, if you're going to freelance do a job, don't try and ask for payment after you've done the job.
Yeah. Dangerlings, I think in between recording, Ross went up into his loft, found some mould, and has breathed in spores to try and really method this.
Just been huffing it.
It's going to be like The Fly with Jeff Goldblum, but I'm just going to turn into a mould creature.
You're going to turn into Toad.
So we don't want Bubba to dream message, no?
I get the feeling the dream message is more for teaching people actually, if you want to teach them a lesson about being a better person, then yeah, maybe. Oh my god, you could give him a big old anti-racist dream.
You could give him a dream where he can't take off his shoes.
No, anti-racist dream, please, anti-racist dream.
Or he can't take off his shoes, and that means don't be a racist.
I mean,
dreams are funny.
It's a dream.
That's just as a message a dream. You definitely can Inception him. This is Okay, this is what the episode's about. We are going to Inception Batman. How many of those spells can he cast, and how small can we get?
I need to know. There's a woman who's employing us, and I did not write down her name. What the fuck is her name?
Munmay.
Oh, that's
Munmay. Thank you. That's
It's
who
Uhura
we
from
talk to.
Star Trek.
That's right.
Dan, have we?
It is not Uhura from Star Trek.
That's her mum.
That's a different character. Nope, that's not her mum. That's the mum of somebody else you met.
That's her friend.
I mean, she knows
it's the
her.
one that we
Yeah.
met the other day.
They've been out for tea once, right?
Dan, have we searched the whole place?
You've searched the whole place. There's nothing else to find in this warehouse.
There might be something in that back corner if you're going to search there, just over there. See? Look
Well, that's where all,
But
that's where all the
That's
families
where all
are.
the-
You're getting eviler, you are, mate.
no,
Yeah.
no, I just thought, japes.
What about Ollie Turdburger?
He was just
What
a random
about Ollie
NPC.
Turdburger? I mean,
He
we
was
never
just a
heard from him
random
again.
NPC.
Lovely family, the Turdburgers.
That was the comic timing genius. Just
Great.
a pause and then, what about Jimmy Turnbull?
Not even in the character. Just drum.
Just
The
drum.
voice of drum. Wondering what his old friend's up to.
fuck's sake, we must have said Tabuja about 12 times. Oh God. What about him, Drum? What
about
got a
him?
lead
What
there?
about
Should we speak to him? I don't know.
He's just a random NPC.
Not
man.
if you're going to call him that.
Oi, Ollie. Turdburger, come on.
Turdburger, get over it.
What's new, Turdburger?
Who named that NPC? Who was it?
Candice,
Oh, fucking hell. She's going to be livid.
thank you for my dice tray.
Yeah, that's it. You didn't get us dice trays. So we renamed your NPC into an actual shit sandwich.
Yeah. Oh my god. Right, what are we gonna do? Where's going? I think we should go and
Ollie
sleep.
Turdburger now.
I think we should go and sleep. We're going a bit nuts. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go find Turdburger.
We got to sleep, man. We got to sleep.
Let's have a sleep.
Then Turdburger.
Then Turdburger. Yes.
Sleep, then Turdburger.
Oh, I've been fancying a Turdburger for quite a long time.
Cool. Blimey, I like
Does he know
Turdburger.
about it? You should text him.
Message him in his dream.
I'll message Turdburger in a dream. All right.
You know what?
Tell Ollie Turdburger the drum. He likes him.
So
Gonna get
I
chased
don't
by
know.
a
We're all dead.
I've been looking at the spell for this.
Oh God.
The target here is one creature you know by name and have met in person. So,
right.
I mean, I'd say that even though you're using the wrong name, you maybe do know his real name.
And the message is Drum likes Turdburgers, right? It's not Shania. This doesn't have in character.
Drum likes Ollie Turdburger, but he's been too shy. So maybe put like a bear holding some flowers and chocolates. Or
The wrench is planetary.
Planetary.
You can use it from anywhere.
Oh my god.
Planetary intergalactic, yeah.
So you can deliver a message to him in his dreams, and he'll receive a dream with this message in.
That's
right.
Right.
So-
Who do you want me to send this message to then?
Wait, sorry.
Is it Turdburglar or Butsulan?
Collapsed into a puddle of ooze then. Before you cast any other spells, I'm lead on to anything else. I'm gonna have to pull Dad rank again and just be like, can we go to sleep?
Do you want some daddy milk?
What?
Daddy milk.
Caragor, who is normally used to getting that question from Shania, looks curiously over across at her. Why is
never
the
said
teenager
anything.
offering us the...
I never said anything to him about the special daddy milk.
You were just saying you wanted to be a dad. I thought you needed some daddy milk. I don't know.
Caragor looks back to Bum and goes, no, thank you, and put it down. Never look at it again.
Okay.
Can we...
Right, we should. What are we going to do about this house? We should probably move that cart in front of this window so there are no children in there. Because children are not to always work at the smelters. So
There's lots of children that work in the smeltings.
Hey! Because they've got small hands to get
Well,
into the smelting.
Just write a note with some cheese, man.
Are you suggesting that the dwarves use children to use their hands to move smelted metal?
No, that would be cruel.
Oh, yeah, go on, Ross. Double down on this and change Pathfinder law. Go on.
They wear gloves.
Gloves.
Hey,
What are they made out of?
steel gloves made of mithril.
all right.
I mean, that actually makes sense.
I mean, it
so,
makes sense,
okay.
but tiny children's hands to... all right, fine. I have to visit one of your mountains, I think.
Hey, you can come anytime. Just not recently.
Not in,
Because I haven't been back there.
not in the morning hole, though.
No, never take the morning hole.
You should see the dark hole as well. The night hole.
There's a what?
The
There's a
night
night
hole.
hole? It's a dark night hole?
You
You were born in the dark night hole, weren't you?
What happens to the morning hole to make it redundant that looking through it, one can't tell that it is night? Go on.
Well, so the angle of the day hole angles. It's such an
Whilst
angle.
Fulton's
that when
explaining
it's-
this, Caragor's gone, picked him up, put him on the wagon, wheeled him all the way back to the house, and just putting it in front of him. So Caragor's just like nodding, just patiently nodding.
Aye. And then what happens is the night hole blocks the day hole, and that's how you find out what time of day it is.
Okay.
So it's like, send someone to either the night or day hole to find out what time it is, but how do we know which hole to look out of? Quick, send someone to the night or day hole to... Oh, my goodness.
I'm setting up all this Pathfinder lore. Here we go.
Send my child, but their hands were cooked from using mithril gloves inside a smelter. It protects them from the immediate scalding damage, but obviously doesn't protect them from the temperature damage that inevitably cooks their insides.
How is the forge doing this month? Well, sir, our employee costs are down tremendously from using children, but unfortunately, we have equipped all of them with gloves that are so expensive you could buy a kingdom. Oh, but forge doors do have fire resistance, so actually that does scan. So official law.
Oh yeah.
Park
go
the
back to
wagon
the Rose
in front of
Gentle
the...
end.
Yeah, so before we do that, park the wagon in front of the thing. So, you know, the thing that you said before. We do that to block the entrance to the thing.
There's a lot of things
hut.
here. The thing, you block the
The
entrance to the
thing.
thing.
I challenge you to not understand the context to all of those things that I just mentioned. I take the wagon, put it in front of the gaping hole in front of the house, and then pop off Fulton. Come on, champ, off we go.
Scott's background is our logo. Sorry, I just want to stop you. And your head has blocked out the middle part, so it just says "the club" on just behind you.
You can find me in the
just
club.
like it, just
The
like
club.
that. It's the club.
Next time you're in the middle of some fucking roleplay, remind me to fucking pick up some absolute bullshit that's kicking on behind your screen, Ross.
Ross is in front of some pillows that are on his bed.
Sorry, Ross. Just wanted to stop you there. I know you're talking about your brother dying again for the millionth time, but your window is a bit shiny. Just thought you wanted to know.
Yeah, I know.
And that's not
Come on,
his
we go back to the
window,
Rose Gentle
that's
end.
his morning
Let's
night
go
hole. There, right there.
The Rose Gentle fucking end.
So far,
honestly.
in this episode, we have looked at a piece of paper, considered messaging someone in their sleep, but not, and gone home. You
I
make
did a
it
wagon.
back to the road, to the Rose Gentle end. You go back to your rooms. I don't want to railroad you, but let's say you sleep. Do you have any healing spells you want to burn before everyone goes to sleep, Shania?
I've got one. Did anyone want some healing? Has anyone taken some damage?
I'm still quite injured from laughs long.
Oh yeah, okay. So here you go. Here's healing spell for Taum.
Could you cast it
That's
now?
how
Rob?
healing spells work.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, no, I did it
Oh,
already.
I see.
Yeah, I know it hurts. Weird for a healing
it
spell,
did.
right? You feel like it shouldn't hurt, but healing spells do hurt because healing is painful. Anyway, here it comes. Fa-town!
Nice.
I can't remember how to use them.
I wish we had a drum soundboard with all your sounds.
I mean, you got Fadoing, Fataum, Fabloom, Kajawi, and I think probably are the main ones.
Coming to a Christmas
There you
store
go.
near you.
The Drummond soundboard.
You from MB.
Zing! Okay, right, so... And you're full of the wall. Okay.
Is this all part of the healing spell still?
Yes, it's all part of that. I have to do all the things that I have to
It's
do.
very involved, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Depends on my mood. Okay, so I'm throwing some stuff here, okay?
Ow.
Here we go. Yep, that's painful. take another bit of pain. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's like some points of healing for you, like 16.
16.
Yeah.
Splendid. Thank you.
Nice. You can do a treat wounds as well if you want, Drummond. You can roll a medicine check to try and heal them.
Do you want me to treat your wounds as well?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. This is also going to be very painful. She takes a stick and pokes him with it real hard.
Ow.
DC 20 medicine check.
Okay. Right, that is... medicine. Damn, I need to look at my... Here it is. It's 28.
28 is a success, not quite a critical success. So, Velda, you get 2d8 plus 10 hit points back.
Flippin' heck.
Okay.
Don't worry about rolling it. I'm all better.
Nice.
Okay.
There you go. You can do the same for anyone else if you want to as well.
Anyone else want me to poke them with a stick and make them feel better?
Yeah, all right.
It's surprisingly effective.
Aye.
Yeah.
If you didn't do that, just from normal sleep, what would we be getting back from normal sleep? Is it con mod plus level or
you get your con times your level.
con times your level? Your con score
Con
times your level.
modifier times your level. But it can't be. It's not a penalty, as we've been through before. If you've got a negative modifier on your con, not that many people do anymore. You don't lose hit points. You don't just waste away and die from sleeping.
I don't need poking with a stick tonight, babe. Thanks. I'm just going to go off to bed.
Are you sure? But I've got the
Yeah.
stick ready.
No, it's okay. I don't need
Yeah, I'm all right, actually, to be fair.
But I've already poked you with the stick, so take the poking, okay? It's like 10 points or something.
Okay, I mean, I'll take it.
Good, yeah, do take it. Don't not
will take it.
Yeah, okay. You take
So
it
after
good.
Caragor listens to this conversation and starts sweating, trying to work out how old Bubba is again.
Oh. So after a little bit of poking, a little bit of healing, you all head off to bed and you have a good night's sleep. So yes, you get your Constitution modifier times your level, so con mod times 6 in hit points back from having a nice night's rest. You get up. You get up the next morning. You head down. You have some breakfast, and you make a plan of what to do.
We must go and speak to Ollie Turdberger instantly.
Yes. Yes, we must.
Yeah, I really fancy a turd burger.
So where does he live? Or she?
What?
I don't know.
Where does
Ollie
he or she live?
Was it not?
Are we really
is
going
it
to see Tabuga? Like, Tabuga is just an NPC. Like, he doesn't really know much.
Colin, they're all NPCs.
Yeah, I know,
They're
but
literally everyone who isn't us is an NPC.
This one was just a mug that was like walking around in the farm and stuff. He doesn't really know anything.
Oh, really? Okay, fine. All right, well, let's not go see Ollie Turdberger.
Ollie.
Oh, but I miss him.
What about Jimmy No Eyes? Oh, no, wait.
Who's that, Velda?
Sorry, I'm choking on some porridge.
That might have been introduced in the canon since in an intro someone's done retrospectively, but currently we in this timeline don't currently know that yet. So.
Yeah, we might not know that, James.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, Velda.
Why are the walls caving in? I don't understand.
So wait,
I've
no,
got a
sorry.
message in your dream tomorrow.
Oh, please don't.
Oh my God, no.
Oh, you should have done the message in a dream last night before we went to sleep, so that Batsalan would have had his. Anyway, well, at least it's another day to work on it, and anyway, but that's the side thing. We need to cure him of his horrible views, but mainly, yes, we could go and tell him that Fulton. Sorry, yeah, we could go and tell him that his people are dead and they're turned into mold. If anything, the more people that know about this, the better. It's probably best. Although we're causing a panic, aren't we? Then isn't that what Mama didn't want?
But then what if he goes in the house and he goes into the corner where the spores are, and then he dies, and he's got some dark views, but he doesn't deserve to get that infection.
Well, yes. I mean, can I make a knowledge arcana check again? just to see what the half-life of those spores would be, or try and estimate?
Always. You're pretty sure from the roll you made last time. Yeah, you're pretty sure that they're not really going to be harmful after an hour or so.
All right.
So by this morning they're going to be fine.
Yes, it should be all right, Fulton. But good thinking. But he should know what's happened to his followers, and then it's up to him how he deals with the information.
Aye.
Unfortunately, given the spread of victims that have been across the city, keeping this under wraps is a little bit past. I mean, we literally fought one in the market.
Yeah, fair. Okay, but I just don't want, until we've got enough evidence, I don't want people like Batsalan being like, oh, it's all the non-humans who are spreading it. Quickly, lock them all up together in an enclosure in the middle of town and burn them, etc. Which, we have come across lots of people who, before, in our recent history, who would do that exact thing. Like,
So, who's this person on the end of the letter?
Matala.
Yeah,
Matala's patient 0.
We think.
Yes.
It would appear so. Yeah, it would appear.
She was
so.
in our caravan.
Sounds like
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do we need to tell Munmay this?
Yes.
We should probably try and find anybody that was in the caravan we were with.
That's a good idea.
It is a good idea. Now, wait, didn't the letter mention something that she was going to show, or something like that, or something she had?
Yeah, go on, Velda. Give us a rundown of that letter again. Just don't have to word for word it. Just don't have to word for word it. Just what's the gist of that letter?
Yeah.
Again?
So, could we hear it again?
You can, yes.
Because I don't trust I'll say something and we'll go off on a big wild chase and be like, and everyone's sitting there being like, yeah.
For the sake of Ollie Tabuja, Toe Badger, Tabuga, Turdburger not coming back into the narrative again, it was a letter to my dear Siddiqui, who appears to be the letter writer's brother, saying that he would see his sister again soon. She is returning from Nex with a shipment, and she is very curious about what is in the box she has been given to carry. She'll have to drop off her things at the caravan house, and then she will come and see him. Sign down.
Yeah. So
is this fella? Did he die? Is he the mold person?
So, the recipient, Siddiqui, the brother of Matala. Yes, am I right?
Yes.
Is the recipient of the box?
No, I don't believe so.
No, just a recipient of the letter.
Yes, recipient of the letter.
Okay.
She was curious about what was in the box. Now, it wouldn't be a wild jump of deduction that, whatever was in the box might be causing this, though she actually did look inside the box and it was...
Absolutely, bang on. Now, we've got a trace. Who gave her the box? Or where she got it from?
We should try and find the box, if it still exists.
And that box is going to absolutely give us a slithering. Carrigal coughs a little bit again. Anyway.
Where was the caravan going? Because surely there would be some sort of manifest of things that people were expecting. The recipient of the box would be an extremely useful person to speak to.
And that's the problem, because the caravan that Fulton's and now you've suggested with us finding, that's Bermuda Triangled.
But Matala showed up here.
But then we know that they can't. Well, she did anyway.
Yes.
But she was all
battered and broken, and had been through
what's the name of the guy that was running the thing, man? What was his name again?
The Knoll.
The Dick.
Yeah, the Knoll. Yeah, put him in a bag once.
Borash.
I mean, that guy, you can't miss that guy. Someone round here must have.
We've already tried that.
We've asked him. We've asked around, and nobody knows him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we?
Matala's the only one from the caravan who's come in.
Have we been to the caravan?
I think Borash might have gone back over, because what he does is he transports people, so he might have gone back over the desert. To be honest, he might not be around.
Is it worth checking at the caravanserai?
Okay, that sounds because even if they're not there, and they're probably not. They might know something about that particular caravan.
Yes.
Or have its manifests and what it took on board and stuff like that.
Let's do that.
If they're that organised, maybe, yeah. Oh, and then the caravanserai.
The caravanserai.
Wait. Dan, did we have breakfast? And if so, what kind of breakfast was it?
It was turd burgers. You head out.
Yeah, but what did Shania get? Because she's got the executive breakfast.
Yeah.
She got a turd Big Mac.
That's 3 turds, guys.
Yeah.
And we just advertised McDonald's, so send us free shit.
You head out back to the market, and you start asking around for the caravanserai. A shopkeeper says, "Oh, which one?"
What do you mean, which one?
The
Well,
one
there
that
are-
the one that was dealing with Quantium.
Oh, well, there are... I would not know. There are about 70 different caravanserai within Kibwe. It is a major trading hub. They are all run by the individual shipping companies themselves.
Oh, right.
Do we know what the name of the shipping company was that was our caravan?
I do not.
Right, okay.
Right. Well, this could prove
How many are there?
70.
About 70.
70. Fuck. All right.
I mean, it's a day, innit?
Hey,
what's,
let's go
what-
searching the...
What clues have you got at the moment, Danger Club?
Letter.
We've got a letter from Em.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a box.
And doesn't she say something about being a sister in that letter?
Wait. She said she's going to drop off her things at the... Where was it?
At the caravan house.
At the caravan house.
Just says the caravan
The
house.
caravan
which-
house. There can't be that many caravan houses, surely.
Excuse me, barman, do you know of the caravan house?
Yes, it is another word for caravanserai. There are about 70 of them here.
I was going to say, yeah, that was
That's
easy
very
solvable.
lazy language, isn't it, really? I mean,
Well, she's young, wasn't she, Matala?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, let's go find instead where Siddiqui lives.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Do you know?
I thought Siddiqui was the guy in mold.
Well,
The
yeah,
mold
he was made of mold, but he probably had a house that was not like he didn't live at the forge, right? He had a house.
Well, then,
Right,
probably.
how are we going to find out where Siddiqui lives?
Baku
Well, we'll have to ask guys,
Batulan. Yeah, Batulan should know.
All right, let's go there.
He's going to
ask
be
him,
sleeping
tell him
till evening, isn't he? He only does things in the
No,
evening.
no, it'd be all right. He'll be there.
I think we should wake him
If
up.
he's sleeping, you could put a dream in his mind and make him so scared. Like shoes he can't take off. I think that's the way to that man.
Why would you want to do the shoes
Well,
thing?
I think
Why
it's
are
the
you
way.
always
That's
on
the way to
about
freak him
shoes?
out. You see, and he'll wake up frustrated and angry, and then we can speak to him.
Or you could imagine that he doesn't have cheese in his shoes.
The dream.
Imagine that.
Or we could put a dream in its head that tells
All
him
right.
to respect people no matter who they are and where they come from.
I'm doing dream message
Aye,
now.
that's
Here we
true.
go. Hello, Batsalan. You don't know me, but I know you. Now listen, you got to be nice to people, yeah? Stop being a fucking racist. That's the first thing. Second thing, right? You're afraid of taking your shoes off before you leave places. Standard, yeah? That's done. Third thing, you want to come and see the Danger Club, the geezers that you met yesterday, and me, who you'll meet properly today, back where you met them yesterday, and you want to do that quite quickly. All right? See you later. There you go. Done.
I just can't help but think that any import that someone might have held as like a mystical dream message that came to him in a dream might be lost if you immediately meet the recipient of the dream, like, 2 minutes
Yes.
afterwards. Like if an angel came down and said,
Yeah.
these 3 things, cheese, oranges and wine, and then like you woke up and there was some bird and wings stood there with cheese and orange and a wine. I'd be like, there's no symbolic reference or deepness to this, I suppose, but
Did you say some bird?
Caragor absolutely
Amazing.
100% did, and goes and panics. I did, but it's a term that can apply sometimes if they're willing to people of a female gender.
Bubba's eyebrow just raises.
Wait, you haven't got an eyebrow? You have, have you got an eyebrow?
Wait. Bubba's eyebrow just raises. And a little spark of energy in his chest just kind of flickers. Yeah? Now you can say what you were going to say, sorry.
Is it just a darker feather that's your eyebrow?
It's just a light dusting of darker grey above the grey.
Can't raise your eyebrow at me if it doesn't exist, Bubba.
Or are you dreaming this? Yes, Caragor.
We never left the thing. We went to sleep in it. We were all mold.
You're all in Bubba's dream.
So
Wait, and Velda
Game-
takes his shoes off immediately.
Okay.
It's all right. I don't think it is a dream.
Yeah, that's how we tell.
That's how you tell if you take your shoes off. Okay, so you spoke to. Let's try and remember all the places that you've been to. So you spoke to Bartzolan. He told you about. He told you about a girl who had been made sick and had been taken to the doctor, and he told you about a warehouse where you went and you found a letter amongst a load of ooze. You went to the doctor. Who can remember what the doctor told you? The doctor told you. Okay,
Doctor
the
said
doctor
she
told you.
treated patient 0. I feel like I'm in French and when I was 13 and just like, I don't know what that means. Quick, look at the ceiling. So I think the doctor told us that she treated patient 0 and that she was going on about mad things.
She was, and she gave you her belongings, which were...
A bag.
Yes.
And
we did an entire episode about this object.
Je ne comprends.
No, a key.
A key.
Occurred
A key.
in that. A key. You got a key. You have a key.
Maybe the keys to the box.
Okay, there we go. We're
oh
making some
yes,
progress.
and then we went to the locksmith guy to ask him.
Yeah, Rattigan.
What this lock goes to.
I might be spoiling this, but forget Rattigan Squeaks is not on the test. Nor is any of the adventure in that village with Libby and
but that's
Chef
all I
Lorraine the Goblin.
revised. Oh,
But we do have a key.
You have a key. You also went to see Mazfat al-Hudin, who is the Nexian envoy. Can anyone remember what he told you? He told you 2 pieces of information while you were meeting with him. A man with a very silly voice. The Dangerlings are screaming it at their podcasters right now.
I do not remember. Can I make a knowledge?
Scott knows.
Recall check.
Don't you dare.
Let me do a recall knowledge. Is that all right?
Okay, all right. Give me a society check to see if you can remember the things that you were told yesterday.
It is
Actually,
a
it was the day before
natural
yesterday.
20.
A natural 20. You were told 2 things by Mazfat al-Hudin. Dangerlings, I'm right there with you, don't worry. You were told, Dr. Nubu Legs was treating people for the slithering, and that's what led you to that. And you were told the second piece of information, which is there is a gnoll in the Walk of Shrines who has been turning people into oozes.
The Walk of Shrines.
A gnoll.
Right.
A gnoll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that's
Yeah,
Backash?
we don't think it's Borash.
Borash.
We think it's a different one.
Yeah, we did cover the whole null thing
Different
before.
knoll, yeah.
Maybe he's like a mouldy knoll. He's the mouldy knoll.
But we do have a key that maybe opens that.
We never found out what the key was for.
I
did
think
we?
the key is
You never
possibly
did.
for
No.
the box that she was carrying because that was her
Yeah,
her
probably,
possessions.
yeah.
And if he's turning people into ooze, maybe that knoll has the box.
Let's go and see the knoll.
Well, we should go at night.
I thought we were going to go and
This
see
was-
Batsulan.
This was why we didn't go there in the first place because we were going to wait until the night time.
Yeah, and then
So we went and did some other stuff, and now we totally
I
forgot
know, but
about
then
it. And now,
we fought the mold.
and now it's daytime again because we had a sleep.
well, yes, because
so-
we fought the mold,
Like-
and then Caragors are like, "Ooh, gotta go to bed." Ooh.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of need to, like, don't fucking say this bullshit about my man, okay? I will slap your fucking face.
Oh, no, please.
Look,
Well, didn't you argue yesterday?
Yes,
pretty much?
have you forgiven
don't
him
talk
already?
to me about my fucking relationship, the pair of you. Fuck you both.
Sure.
Yeah, tell him
that
so-
healing stick is just as intimidating when it's being waved in anger, isn't it? It's just quite extraordinary.
So are we going to Batsulan? Or are we going to the... We can't do the knoll, so let's spend the
Well,
next day
no.
going to
Batsulan
Batsulan
first.
Now we'll go to Batsulam, but then if we go there, it might not appear till night, but we could certainly, sort of have a reconnoiter and see if we can find any places, speak to people where the attacks were, and then set a trap.
All right.
Trap
Why not?
Why are we setting a trap?
for the knoll.
Well, why was we set a trap for the null? I just wanted to ask him some questions.
Ask him some
It'd
questions.
be
He's
nice.
been turning people into ooze.
He hasn't
That's
been
why we
turning
need to
people
ask
into bloody ooze. If he had
Let's
been
just
turning people into
conjecture.
ooze, someone arrested him by
We'll
now.
still catch him, but that's how you catch things, in a trap, Mr. Hunter.
Hey, why don't I rub
Fucking
myself? Why don't I rub myself in all ooze? And I'll be like, ooh, or I could pretend I'm a little baby. And I go, oh, look, I'm a little baby. I want to be turned into ooze.
Wait, you'd have to
And then-
pretend you're a little baby.
Hey, and I could wear mithril gloves as
As
well.
soon as we came into the city, a giant picked you up and thought you were a baby. You act
yeah.
every
That did
day
happen.
like
Yeah.
a
I
baby.
forgot about that.
You treat yourself like a baby.
I do. To forget the painful memories of
Of-
my
But
brother.
it doesn't help that you come to breakfast naked. I mean, you could have put some clothes on before you came downstairs.
Sorry.
So are we
Right.
So is the plan still to go to Batsalan to ask about where Siddiqui lives, so we can go into Siddiqui's house, or do we?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's follow the clues and do the
All
boring.
right, Batsalan, Siddiqui, and then we'll do the thing at night with the null.
Yeah, okay.
All right. And let's not smash any windows.
Unless there was anything else you guys wanted to address in light of all the things that the GM was trying to hint to us or something. I don't know. That was quite a lot.
No.
Should we go shopping?
Let's go buy some quiches. Cool. We go to Batsalan.
Oh my
well,
God!
We go to where Batsalan is.
What is it? What is it?
What?
Where's the chef? Why have we not said quiche for Lorraine? Where have we not had a quiche Lorraine before? We've not had that joke.
Well, we did.
No, we did it. We did it 3 episodes
I mean, the
ago.
goblin was called Lorraine, who ran the shop. Or someone was called Lorraine. I can't remember now.
Yeah. It
That's
was
Chef Lorraine. That's the goblin.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But we didn't do a quiche Lorraine joke because we hadn't been to the quiche shop at that point.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Lorraine the Goblin walks past you eating a quiche.
All right, Lorraine.
Caragor takes off his shoe to make sure he's not in a dream.
Lorraine raises the quiche to you in appreciation and is hit by a wagon.
No!
We go to where Batsalan last spoke to us.
Okay,
Did we see where he lived? Or
You go to Adienki Pavilion. No, it's where he preaches.
Yes.
Cool.
All
right, we go there.
You go to the pavilion and stand and wait around for a bit. And after a while, one of some of Batsalan's followers, they were all wearing white robes, come wandering by and take their shoes off as they get in and walk around and sort of start milling around. They sort of stand around for a bit, and after a few more hours, if you wait around for a couple more hours, eventually Batsulan himself appears and wanders in, takes his own shoes off as he enters the pavilion. And walks in, he sees you there and says, "Ah, did you find anything at the warehouse?"
Hey, they were all dead.
Fulton, a bit of subtlety.
Dead?
Sorry. Hey, they turned into mold people. Well, not mold people, they were more just mold.
They were just like mouldy lumps.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
They had the slithering, and it's not good.
And one of them smashed the window as well. Really sorry about that.
Yes, there's a bit of light combat damage to your warehouse, but we didn't burn it down.
It was an option, but
I'm
we
afraid
didn't.
they're well and truly dead. But we have neutralised the threat for you.
Yeah.
We did.
It's not dangerous in there anymore.
No.
His eyes narrow at you, and he says, "You went to my warehouse where my sick followers were, and now they are all dead."
No, they were dead already.
They were dead.
They were dead long before we got there.
So you say.
Yeah, we do say, yeah. And now I have your shoes. She takes his shoes.
You try to grab his shoes from you. He pulls his shoes back off you.
But we just wanted to know, one of the gays in there, what was his name again? Siddiqui. We wanted to know where he lived because we wanted to tell his family that he's unfortunately passed away.
The followers of Batsalan do not have homes. They forsake all of their possessions when they join this order.
Do they forsake them to you?
They all live in the church with me.
So where did Siddiqui, where was his room?
He has no room. Everyone sleeps communally, together in a huddle.
Does he have any belongings or anything?
It's not as sexy as it sounds.
Yeah, but does he have like a foot locker or something?
An area?
I am not inclined to tell you anymore, since you seem to have killed my followers.
It's not.
No, that's not true.
Followers.
He looks at you. He looks at you incredulously, and his eyes narrow further.
So, the way that you've rearranged all them words, I can see why you think that. Or you've chosen to think that. But we're happy to tell and be investigated by anyone about this. The huge piles of mould on both probably still our weapons and actually at the site. We don't have the capacity to do that to people. And there are enough learned people here that could check that thing for us. But anything else we can do to prove that to you, we'd just do, because we just want to do the thing. We don't really want to kill your followers. We don't really have any motive for that either.
He looks you up now and says, Perhaps not, but you have done nothing to help here.
You will be able to help us solve this thing if you tell us where Siddiqui's stuff is, when he forsaked it, or any information you can tell about him and his sister, and think about it. You could be the ones that save the city if you help us solve the crime.
No more of your followers need to die if you put us on this case.
What? Bubba, what?
No,
Don't say that.
That's not a threat. No, I'm just saying that, like...
By the gods.
All right, let me rephrase that, right? Your followers got sick and they died from this disease that's going around. If we have the clues, then we can stop it and then everyone's safe. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying we're going to kill your followers.
Caragor just slowly goes over and takes the glass of daddy milk from Bubba.
No, I want it. Give it back.
Too much the daddy milk.
One of the followers, somebody else who's not one of the followers, because there's a number of people around. Somebody in normal Wangi dress, also with his shoes off, just comes over. Sorry, did you say there's a disease going around?
No, a disease of the mind. When you do things like behind closed doors, there is a sickness going around of people doing deprived things.
Deprived things means which means they don't have something they wish they did have.
Aye, and when people don't have something, they do anything to get that something they don't have.
Succinct. This is good. Okay.
Right.
Is he rolling psychic damage on anyone yet?
On me.
But he just said people were going to die.
No, he was metaphorically saying that they were going to die inside their brains if they don't stop going for the things that they want to get when they don't have them.
I need to go home at once. Just kind of backs away and runs off out of the...
Have a good day.
It worked.
What worked?
Batsalan,
Confusing him.
if you could tell us where Siddiqui came to you from before he came to you, then we'd be very grateful.
Yes, he lived here in the city.
Do you know whereabouts?
No. I
Do
do
you know
not ask my followers what came before. They merely need to forsake it in order to join the order.
Do you know what? I've heard that before. I just can't place it somewhere else. You know, you're all very different, you people, but you're all actually deeply the same. Also, do you know Siddiqui had any friends among you? Any group or any cell that he particularly clung to?
Yes, he had one friend.
Is
Batsalan.
Ah, damn it.
I don't think we're getting anything here.
Batsalan, I feel like you're not being a great friend to him at the moment, because, he's suffered a great deal and it seems like his sister has also suffered and we are merely trying to get to the bottom of this. So if you could be slightly more helpful, that would be good, and I think that your followers would respect that and, you might feel better about yourself as a person.
Picking up on that and also going on a different tack, Caragor goes goes to Shania. It's all right, Shania, don't worry. Leave it. Batsalan clearly just doesn't have the capacity, the power, or the intelligence to know anything like this about his followers or his new family, that's all.
Yeah, you are right. I can see here he does not know his followers and he clearly has no control here.
Can I roll like a reverse psychology check on Batsalan?
Yeah, roll a perception to understand. Or deception if you want to try and...
Oh man, I should have, because deception is actually a good score of mine. But it's only a 13.
Only 13. He says, Batsalan cannot help you. Batsalan does not care about what happened to his followers before, nor does he care about any of you. You are wasting his time.
What about an offer of gold to your people and your cause?
Do you mean the religious sect that owns nothing?
Hey, just, would you like some gold?
Also, don't give any money to him, Fulton. The
I
racist.
will accept some gold.
Don't give him money. Don't give any money to him, Fulton. No.
But you have to, on the proviso that you tell us about Siddiqui.
Yes. I will tell you all I know about Siddiqui's past.
No, I
He's just going to say something like, "Oh, he's part of us. He's my mate." Blah 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 blah.
Actually, on second thoughts, you don't deserve any money. Bye.
Right, let's go back
by
to
the gods. We
See you
found
later.
someone Fulton doesn't want to give money to. That's extraordinary.
Back on Batsalan.
See you later, Batsalan.
What's the time?
So by now it's probably lunchtime. It's very rainy again. It's pouring down.
I guess we'll make our way to the area that the knoll was sighted.
I suppose, yeah.
The Temple Walk District?
The Walk of Shrines, it is called. You head to the Walk of Shrines, which is a long street with many, many shrines on it. Some of them are huge and recognizable of different gods. Many of them are small temples. A number of them are very small, just little roadside shrines carved in different sizes, or little piles of rocks, also just patterns painted on walls. At one end of it is a large compound that says the Temple Bar, which has the symbol of Caden Kalian over it, and there is a large building there from which you can hear the sound of merrymaking going on within.
This is Major's bar, isn't it?
That is probably Major. That's probably Major.
Well,
Ruffles'
if
bar,
anyone
yes.
knows what's happened on this street, then surely he would, or one of his patrons.
Yeah, Major Ruffles, he seemed quite clued up.
Yes.
Should we go in, have a drink? Say hello to him.
Let's have a talk with
This is
him.
past lunch, isn't it? So, yeah, why not?
Come on in.
Aragorn goes, we're going for one drink.
All right. The daddy's milks are on me. Come on.
You step inside. Smash cut of the Major going, "My friends!" Several drinks being poured, shot glasses being slammed down, some drinks going back, everyone kind of leaning over a table. Major looks in and says, "A knoll, you say?" And that's where we leave it for tonight.
Nice.
Sweet.
That was some heavy helping from the GM there.
Oh my goodness.
I've never felt... I was right back to feeling like a naughty 12-year-old.
It did feel like school. Yeah, it did feel like school.
Very much so.
This week's episode was made possible by all our Patreons, but especially our Dangerling of the Week, Stephen Rivet. So thank you very much, Stephen. To get your name on the show, go to patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast. We'll see you next week. Well, you'll hear us next week. Yeah, see you later.